Welcome to another program of UG50 and Beyond, Your Vision, Our Mission. This program is produced by the Public Relations Division of the University of Guyana and seeks to highlight the programs and services and as well as initiatives to propel this great institution. I am your host, Lisa Sumra. In studio with me, I have a representative from the Faculty of Earth and Environmental Sciences who will be speaking about some of the programs and some initiatives of the faculty. On my right, I have Dr. Temitope Oyedeton, commonly known as Dr. Timothy, and he is the Dean of the Faculty of Earth and Environmental Sciences. Before we get into conversation, I would just like to highlight that the Faculty of Earth and Environmental Sciences was once called the School of Earth and Environmental Sciences.
You're right.
Tell us in summary about Earth and Environmental Sciences.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me here, Lisa. Let me start on give you a kind of a snapshot of our history. What became a faculty now started as a unit.
Okay.
It was called Environmental Studies Unit, and it started around 1988.
Okay.
After the unit grew, it became a school. And it became School of Health and Environmental Sciences because it brought Environmental Studies Unit and the Department of Geography together.
Okay.
Department of Geography was under the Faculty of Arts then, but we became a school in February 2005. So after a lot of recorded progresses, we became a faculty on October 1, 2016.
Great.
So we became Faculty of Health and Environmental Sciences. Now, back to your question. You asked about what it means by health and what it means by environmental sciences. Though currently we're a small faculty, and the only aspect of the art science course that is related to our faculty is geography.
Okay.
Geography is about man and its environment. It's about the study of the earth. So that is why we have the word health in our name.
Okay.
So when talking about environmental studies or environmental sciences, because we have two departments in our faculty now. We have Department of Geography and Department of Environmental Studies. In the Department of Geography, there are a lot of programs that being run, but currently we run a program, Bachelor of Science degree in Geography. We run Diploma in Land Administration and Management. We also run Masters in Urban Regional Planning. Now, in the Environmental Studies Department, we have two programs, two undergraduate degrees, which is Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences.
Okay.
And a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Studies at the undergraduate level. However, within that same department, we run a Masters of Science program in Environmental Management. Because this department and all the programs being run in that department has to do with issues that relate to the environment generally. So that is why the environmental science aspect of our name came to being.
Why are these studies important? Why is it important to pursue studies in such a faculty?
Oh, right. It's good. It's a very good question. But let me say this thing clearly. Every one of us, you and I, we do not exist in a vacuum.
Correct.
As a matter of fact, I'm currently here in Guyana. Guyana has a boundary, has a landmass, has a space that we occupied, right? For the fact that everything on Earth exists in space, exists at a particular location, and it has its own environment. That is why these studies are very, very important. Now, as human beings, we depend on the earth for a lot of things. Our oxygen that we're breathing in, the food we eat, the water that we drink, comes from some specific environment. So that means the sustenance of our existence on Earth is still greatly depend on what the other environment produce for us. So it is highly crucial and it is important that these courses are studied in a faculty that look into all of these categories, all of these parameters. So let me say, for example, if you have limited understanding of our water resources environment, or let me say, put it in code, let's say there's a kind of a pollution on our groundwater resources. A lot of people will be affected.
Yes.
So there's a need to study that particular system so that we know that what this environment produces for us are in the right order and that will be of benefit to us, to human being, right? So that is why studying all of these parameters are very, very important, because we depend on the environment and the environment also need us to manage them very well.
Correct.
Right.
Okay, what is the duration of some of the programs that you mentioned?
Generally, if you're coming for undergraduate degrees, Bachelor of Science in Geography, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Studies, or Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences, all of these you are expected to spend minimum of 4 years, right, to undergo all of these degrees. However, we also have diploma in land administration and management. If you are coming for that program, though it's a special program, you can spend 18 months, that is 1.5 years. But if peradventure you are advanced, you have had your first degree before and you want to go to a graduate level studies, that is, you want to have your postgraduate studies and you want to have masters or you want to specialize in one area, you can come for Masters of Science in Environmental Management or come for Master of Science in Urban and Regional Planning, which is the program that we ran it as Urban and Planning Management before, but it's just been reviewed and we hope to, we just got a permission from the university yesterday. So we hope that we will have intake for it come September. So if you are coming for that one, it's Master of Science in Urban and Regional Planning. If you are coming for these two master's program, the minimum year that you need to undergo, we're expecting you to spend on that one is 1 year, 6 months. That is 18 months. 1 year for third program, and then you are expected to spend 6 months for your research. And similarly to environmental management too, Master of Science in Environmental Management. And then if you're coming for Master of Science in Environmental Management, there are 2 streams of specialization.
Okay.
Number one, you can specialize in natural resources management currently, or you specialize in climate change and disaster management. That's the currently. Though we are still looking for how to expand the streams of specialization for that particular program.
Okay, and I also heard that there has been a name change for one of the master's programs. Is that correct?
Right, you're correct. That's the one I made reference to. That program, initially we started because of a project that looked at urban planning management. So we started, that project was around 2010. So we started with postgraduate diploma in urban planning and management. After running it for about 2 years or 3 years, right, around 2015, it was upgraded to Masters of Urban and Planning Management. However, last year, we had extensive review of that particular program. And most of our reviewers did not only come from the country. Some reviewers reviewed the program in country. We got some other support from University of West Indies for regional perspective. And one of the reviewers also come from Canada to give it a kind of international perspective. So based on the recommendations from these reviewers, so that is why there's a name change, and there will be a kind of intensive improvement on some of the programs or some of the courses we teach in this revised program.
Great. So
it's now coming up as Master of Science in Urban and Regional Planning. So, and I can assure our viewers, anybody listening to me and you are interested in this particular program, you have potentials. I mean, there's a potential for you to be exposed to first-class level of teaching along this particular, if you're coming for this particular program. Ask me why.
Why?
Right. Because currently, currently now, I know there are at least 4 people with PhD and of international repute that are likely to be teaching that particular program for the Masters of Science in Urban and Regional Planning.
Great.
Right. So not only did we have a name change, not only did we have the review, the curriculum that the curriculum that was reviewed, we also reviewed and considered the capacity, the set of people that want to be enrolled in that particular, that we want to teach or to guide in that particular program. So I can assure you that when the program comes on stream from September 2019, by God's grace, apart from the in-house capacity that we also have some level of support, people that will be coming to teach in that particular program, to give it that global, international, and
flavor
and touch. Thank you very much.
Apart from that, there is also a PhD that is among 3 faculties.
You are correct.
Yes.
Right. We have PhD of biodiversity. So that particular PhD program is run by with 3 other sister faculties, faculties of natural sciences and faculty of agriculture and forestry, and with our faculty. That PhD program, like I said, is run with all 3 faculties, but that does not mean that your area of research or interest is only, maybe if you're coming from natural science background, you can only focus on that one. It's structured in such a way that it is interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary, right? And then we encourage our viewers, if you have opportunity, you can go to phdbiodiversity.uog.edu.gy. At that particular website, just try to click on the section for supervisors. You see all the list of the supervisors, the potential supervisors, and their areas of specializations that can supervise your research work. And for the PhD, though it's PhD biodiversity. However, if you know that you don't want to go up to the PhD level, you just want to have the research element, you can stop at Masters of Philosophy, MPhil in biodiversity. But if you want to go further, you can go on to the PhD. But this program is structured in such a way to produce a versatile researcher in different areas of biodiversity. And then not only that one, even environmental management, conservation, and so on and so forth.
Student enrollment for the faculty has increased by 49 students from the last academic year, from the previous year. So I guess the faculty is doing a great job in terms of getting students and getting persons to apply to the programs. What are some of the career opportunities that can be had with having pursued programs from this faculty?
Thank you very much. There are so many career opportunities, and it's so many. I may not be able to enumerate all of them.
I understand.
But there's one thing I can guarantee you, that if you pass through any of our programs, and you're a serious student, and you come out very well, you don't need to worry yourself about job, that you need to be in search of job. There will be several job opportunities for you. So when you're talking of career path, if you want to specialize in environmental planning, urban regional planning, and then you want to specialize in, you want to go into the field of geographic information system analyst, GIS analyst, you want to work in the space industry. And if you pass through a program and you want to take it further, maybe you have your first degree in geography and you want to explore the opportunity of working as a pilot, there's still opportunity.
Great.
Or if you want to be air traffic controller, you can still go further, but this one can serve as a background for you. Apart from that one, you talk so many. It depends on the area, your area of specializations, or what you want to study. That's what will determine the kind of various career opportunities that can be exposed, that you can be exposed to. But generally, you can, even if you want to specialize in water resources management, it's one area. or hydrologist, you want to be a scientist, geomorphologist, coastal manager, you know, or you want to go into the realm of tourism, or you want to work in the demography, sensors, or is it GCOM?
GCOM.
Right? You want
yes,
to work with them.
Elections
So all,
Commission.
yes, election commissions. But I'm saying that because, you know, geography is a wide discipline. Environmental studies is also a wide discipline. So within that 4 years you're going to spend with us, you are going to be exposed to different areas of these disciplines, whether it's biogeography, geomorphology, hydrology, demography, wetland management, all of these ones. So most of the time, your own interest will now determine where you're going to channel your career path. You are going to be exposed to climatology. If you are exposed to climatology and is your interest, that means you can be a meteorologist or weather broadcaster, right? Maybe I believe that the station will be happy to have someone like that from us too. So, but there's one point you raised, which I really want to really zero in before you ask me about the area of specializations. You talked about our enrollment, that it has increased. I can say we may say we want to give credit to maybe our publicity and what have you. That one may work in a bit. But I will say one of the secrets of our great enrollment is the output that have come from our faculty. Hardly will you say at any particular year that any of our products do not get one international recognition in one way or the other, and national recognition too.
Great job.
Now, last year, I know that you might have heard from Vice Chancellor, who has talked about some students going to US to present conferences.
Correct.
About 7 students went from the university. How many came from our faculty?
You tell me.
3.
Great.
3. Now, that's number one. And of recent, at Atlanta, one of our students also went to present. Out of the 4 students that went, I think, from the university, either 3 or 4 from the university, one of the students that went to represent came from our faculty. Right?
Yeah.
Now, there's a World Congress that will be coming up in May in Germany, World Congress of Undergraduate Research in Germany. Some students were selected, and they are, I mean, it's just by annual Congress once in 2 years. They normally shortlist some 100 graduates. Out of the few shortlisted, one of our products was also among fully funded. So all of these testimonies or the product from our faculties who are getting some local, national, regional, and international recognitions are just like they are the one advertising our product. And I want to say to our viewers and as many people listening to me or watching me at home here, that if you are coming to our faculty or you are passing through any of our programs, you still stand better opportunities or being exposed to some other international opportunities and connections. Let me also make reference to another development. One of the progress I can itemize in our faculty. Our faculty also is also in relationship with one of the universities in Germany, Universities of Applied Science. I may not be able to say the word in German, please pardon me.
That's okay.
So that especially if you're coming for environmental sciences or environmental studies, right? If peradventure you're a serious student, in your 3rd year, there's a possibility of you spending 1 semester in Germany to undergo that their training over there. And once you finish, the coursework will be transferred here. The coursework grade will be transferred to the university here. So what I'm saying is, in our faculty, we also have many other opportunities. These opportunities which are exposing our students to national, regional, and international connections.
What are some of the other collaborative initiatives of the faculty, and how has these initiatives, how have they contributed to the development of students or created opportunities for them to develop?
Like, if you can give me an example.
In terms of partnerships,
Right.
you have mentioned some.
Right.
In terms of other partnerships, for example, internship programs and so forth, is there opportunity for students to participate in such?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And as a matter of fact, excuse me, almost all the other government parastatals or international organizations that are domiciled here in the country, in Guyana, as many of them that have to do with our faculty or any of our discipline, we try to maintain relationship, positive relationship with them and partnership with them. And then, like, if you are coming for Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences, you cannot escape internship.
Okay.
Because it's in one of the, I think in the third year, is built into that program that you go into the field. And so we have some many agencies, bodies that you can go and have the internship with. But apart from that one, even some of our programs that do not have internship inbuilt into them, we have, because of the level of connections and relationship we've had with many agencies, many of them within the country, and even NGOs, because of the relationship we have with them. Some of our students during their summer break, they can just tell us that, I think these 3 months I want to see if I can have internship somewhere.
Okay,
and then
great.
the only thing, we just try to contact them. Oh, do you have a slot for one of our students who wants to come and have some experience like that, and what have you? And then we'll be getting some positive response. I know when I was coming to the studio, even there's one of our students, I just saw him and I was asking, because he just started an internship with one of the agencies that we have partnership with. I was not asking him, how's it coming? He said it's coming on well. And I said, how far? Because most of the time he goes there on Fridays when he's less busy. He said, but for last week and this week, he will not be going because of preparation for the exams. So, yeah.
The opportunity is there.
Yes.
Any final thoughts before we wrap?
Oh. If I'm to say final thought, I won't say final thought, but a beginning thought, right? One of our logo at the University of Guyana is that your vision becomes our mission. Like, whatever your dream may be, as long as it falls within the field of health or environmental sciences, please don't look far and near. We are right behind you. We are right at your door. Just come to our faculty, make the inquiry, call our office, and I'm telling you, that one call, you will not regret it, because it will open great opportunities for you in many fields. And the little things we have said here is just minor because we have limited time. But if peradventure you have opportunity to come to our faculty and go through any of our programs, I am telling you, you see many more things that you can explore. So it's not going to be final. Let it be the beginning of your listening, of your consideration of our faculty. Go to our website, fees.uog.edu.gy. And not only that, give a call to the faculty and you get to know more. And you can email me too, and I will provide the necessary information. Let it be the beginning and not the final one. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Temitope Oiditun, Dean of the Faculty of Earth and Environmental Sciences. If you have any questions, you can send them to the the University of Guyana Facebook page, and I will certainly try to answer some of those questions on another program of 50 and Beyond. Thank you for watching.